weekend of sport it was.
Yeah, how are you, Matty? Another F1 free weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of hollow not having the F1, isn't it?
So how many weeks out are we?
We're back next week.
Oh, we're back next week. Where are we?
We're in Holland, as New Zealanders say, but the Netherlands, as everyone else says.
Jeez, look at your mood. Just do a full 180. You realise that F1 is back this weekend. So what's the drama? Any news?
Well, you got Bottas.
What about
Perez?
Bottas?
They're both in Cadillac now.
I feel
so
like
the most experienced Cadillac. They're starting off, and they've gone for experience.
I didn't realise that. I've missed this. Okay, fantastic. So
you've also got, this was exciting what I was reading this morning. These new regs, the new 50-50 hybrid cars coming out next year. Bloody old Toto Wolff, he's going on about pushing 400k in those bad boys.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they're bringing back the screeching sound, so it's kind of artificially creating a screeching sound, but they're going to sound a bit better than the ones we've had since 2014. Because
the original idea wasn't it that they're going to make the cars smaller so they could manoeuvre the courses better?
Yeah, that's these ones are going to be significantly narrower and shorter.
Wow, and they're going to go quite a bit faster.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that. Toto's just come out and said that. I didn't know that was the thing. I thought when you went hybrid, you went lamer, but no. But they're about 30-70 now. Now they're going to be 50-50.
Right,
because that's the bloody carbon footprint of F1. It's not the trucks, the planes, the private jets. No, it's the biofuel they're putting through their
it's the 20 cars that are on the track.
20 cars on the track. 22 this year.
Is Toto still hanging out with Max on super yachts?
Yeah, well, someone actually pointed the stupidity of that as they're all very rich people, so they kind of holiday in the same areas. But also,
good point.
They all live in Monaco.
Yeah.
So they don't really need to fly to a super yacht. They could just text, do you want to come down to the cafe? I mean, it's a tiny place. They're going to run into each other anyway. They don't really need to get their private jets involved.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah.
Because it would be quite a dramatic and arrogant approach to do all your meetings on the back of a super yacht.
Yeah, I mean, nice. Have you seen that great footage? It's of Max Verstappen. He's on the golf course with a bunch of other F1. I think there's a few others, but a bunch of Max Verstappen's friends, and he's got his wife and his, the daughter from his wife's previous relationship. But they're a very close family. They've got a new baby now. But Max is in the golf car, and he does this most insane overtake for no reason, just like the stewards would be involved. It's like he can't even be, and his wife's just screaming in the car. He just sees this opportunity just to dive bomb the golf cart in front of him.
He's just got it in him. He can't. He can't escape it.
And he's just laughing, and his daughters and wife are just screaming in terror as he nearly takes it off the road into a ditch.
Before we get this podcast underway, the pre-podcast fodder of today was about in NFL fantasy coming up this weekend. I understand you have your draft.
Yeah.
So you're playing again this year.
Yep, that's right. The Finkel Clutcher League is back.
That's right. There's always a famous prize, isn't there, if you win it in your league? What is
there's just this kind of stinky old sweatshirt with all the teams from the not even all the teams.
Jizz stains, I think. I think it's got jizz stains.
Oh, because you're in it as well, Jojo.
Yeah. So there's.
Have either of you won it before?
No.
And then you hold on to it for the year, and then you give it to the next person, so it deteriorates each year.
Yeah, it deteriorates each year, but also.
Do people wear it?
Yep. Tom Harper. I've seen Tom Harper wearing it.
Tom Harper won it first year, which is why I'm saying there's going to be some.
A few stains.
And one of the rules is you're not allowed to wash it. So the state it gets handed on to the next person is it must never be washed in its history. We haven't actually. This year we need to instigate the
loser,
the
punishment.
Yeah.
And what was
we've got the shotgun rule, but we need the.
Oh yeah, has there been a punishment in the past? You just have never really.
We haven't.
There was talk. There's talk about it.
Wasn't there a rooftop bus involved in the first year's one, or am I imagining that? Yeah,
you had to put on a parade for the person in a rooftop bus. But it's hard because members of our team are all around the world.
Yeah. So who have you got playing in it this year?
We've got Dirty Tom Harper.
Yeah.
Ellis.
Oh, his partner, yeah.
We've got Spooge, he's in the league.
Yep, you got the Americans in there.
We've got a couple of Americans. We've got Chris and Liz.
Yep.
Cass
Healthy Donaldson. Yep.
Pete Loaf.
Phil getting there? Loaf. Oh, Pete Loaf is in there.
Pete Loaf won last year?
Pete Loaf won last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Missed the draft, but he won.
He shut down the draft. He wasn't there for the draft, and I was in a great position for the draft. So I was resentful all season. And then he couldn't get his app going. So we had to cancel the draft. We had to pause the draft. And then when it came back, it all changed, and the whole lineup changed in order.
Right.
So I was in a good. I was going first.
And Mania pulled out.
Yeah, Mania's.
Classic.
Mania's
kicked up a stink, and then he's like, I'm out of this.
Yeah,
because he hasn't won, I think.
Yeah, well, both 2 years in a row, Mania was predicted to win 15-0.
Yeah,
and then basically proceeded to absolutely shit the bed and he's thrown his toys and he's quit. But we've replaced him with a young buck called Joel Smith.
Okay, so Joel Smith's entering the frame this year. Okay, sweet. Keep us updated on that because I'm intrigued to know. So the draft is this Saturday, is it right?
So this is the problem for me. There's this weird crossover era where there's F1, baseball, and American football, and all the New Zealand sports.
Yeah, a lot going on.
We're basically, I'm fucked. Like, I don't really have any time for anything.
No.
Because,
Yeah, no, that's fair. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Live from the Export Beer Garden studio, this is the agenda for Monday, the 24th of August.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Twirl your towels, Argentina. This is history. This is your moment because you've just beaten the All Blacks at home for the first time in your history.
The penalty goes over. The All Blacks score another 3 points, but it won't be enough. Argentina win for the first time on home soil against the All Blacks 29-23. Pablo Matera can't believe it.
Oh, good on you, Argentina. Pumas have been exceptional all day. 3 yellow cards really helped them, but then they had to go big in the second half, and they came out like demented, crazed moles, all of them, or even a Patagonian Mara. Google it. It's a pretty cool animal. You're worth getting up for.
Are you familiar with the Patagonian Mara?
No, I'm not actually. I should Google that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I will Google that later. I'll put it on my list.
Well, watch me try and work my way through this podcast without watching a single one of these fixtures all weekend. I was away on a birthday weekend, so I couldn't tell you exactly what happened in that game. But I understand.
I tell you what happened is we ain't great under the high ball. That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
Also, I don't necessarily agree with the when you put your paw out and it's considered you basically get a yellow card.
The intentional knock on sucks.
Yeah,
Reese yellow carded for that.
Yeah. But the rules, so just don't stick your mid out.
Like you do know the rules. That's a good point.
You know the rule. I don't think it's a great rule, but you know the rule, so don't do that. But also, would it kill us to have wings that are actually dominant? Like we have the most 2 pussy wings on planet Earth, don't we? Can we bring back the Jabba the Butt? What's happened with Jabba the Butt?
Yeah, where is Jabba the Butt?
He's in the squad.
Get Jabba the Butt on the field.
Yeah,
we need someone with a bit of muscle. I mean, I love them. Fantastic, great. But Sever Reece, is he? I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I don't know. But then again,
it was
every now and then, they just the opposition was just better than us, wasn't it? And so
they were.
Yeah.
And then of course having 2 yellow cards at the end of the first half doesn't help. I understand that we had to defend. I mean, and quite valiantly as well, I think. Bodie Barrett made a couple of massive tackles at the end of that first half where we only had 13 men. But it's hard to win a game of rugby when you've got 13 men for a bit of it. And then that was that. And then the Argentinians, hey mate, they wanted it more.
Yeah, they wanted it more. What about that guy? What's his name? Is it Santiago Carreras? Does anyone in the world kick the ball cleaner than that guy?
Fuck, he middles it, eh?
It's like he's got like seam presentation on the ball. It's like, you see a delivery and the seam's right up.
Yeah.
The way the ball, that 55-metre penalty, there was never in doubt.
It felt a little bit like a golf swing, the way that he puts his leg through it. It's so pure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, he's got a great nudge.
And we missed a few kicks, but in the end, actually they could have smashed us by more with the amount of territory and possession they had and opportunities they had. So I don't know what it means for South Africa.
I did the radio show this morning with Wells and Mania, and they were talking about the anthem singer for Argentina. Did you catch the anthem singer?
Yeah.
I missed the anthem singer, but apparently
it had a big night.
Yeah.
Apparently it did look like she'd had a big night. So she was wearing some form of
sort of pit viper almost. Speed dealers.
We had a great comment. It was D. Snyder has picked up a new gig.
And then I think she proceeded to lip sync the national anthem because when I listened back, you couldn't really hear any of her.
Yeah.
And then she pulled out halfway through and just stopped.
Yeah.
Right. So she had a massive night in Buenos
Aires. Low
Aires.
serotonin. You know you've gone too far. You got to turn up to work. You know that it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
You try and make it through, but then you just found wanting. We've all been there.
I felt I thought of you Friday morning. I had to do a sports cross to that same breakfast show while I was on a day's leave.
What the hell happened to G Lane? Is he?
G Lane's away at the moment. I think he's got a few things going on. I'm not 100% sure what they are, but he's off for the rest of the week.
Yep.
And I got the call up, so I had to do that. And I was coming off the arse of about 2 hours sleep after what was a massive night of first night fever. And I thought of you. You were the first person I thought of because I've dialed you up on the phone many times out of that Hodaki studio.
Yeah.
And I thought, mate, no matter how big your night is, come on.
Yeah.
You can do this. It's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then as I picked up that phone, as those guys called me after 2 hours sleep, I thought, you know what, I'm sorry, Matty, because I didn't realise that was going to be so tough. Moving on.
It's funny when you go to your brain in that circumstance, and normally your brain just provides the words you need to answer the questions or just to create sentences, and then you go to your brain and your brain goes, fuck you, man, you just pounded the shit out of me. You have just poisoned me. You've napalmed me, and now you want me to cough up with the names of some players and some analysis?
That's what it was like. I think I got asked at one point, do you know what time the Wires is on? And I think I just said no. And that's not how radio's supposed to go.
I never know what time the Wires are on, though.
No,
it's
that's
a constant. Tracy and I all weekend, that's what we go. When are the Wires on?
What time's that on?
What time's the Wires on?
I can't remember what time that's on.
Yeah.
And then the Dilly did predict it. It's an important note to make that the Dilly did predict that the Los Pumas were going to beat the All Blacks over the weekend. The Dilly never lies.
So just like to bring up facts that I don't know, but would that be like we've only played them like 41 times? I'm always amazed how few times we've played tests against other nations.
Yes, right.
You think your whole life you've been playing, the Los Pumas, but I think would they have beaten us 4 out of the last 9 or 4 out of the last 10 or something? So
did we lose one down in Christchurch? That's the first one that's ringing a bell to me, so and I believe that was an early Razor game.
So we've lost 4 to them. I'm pretty sure. Shall I bring this up so I'm not just talking out my ring piece? But,
yeah, it's a good idea.
But that's not great.
No, it's not great. But why is it not great? Because we're used to being the All Blacks and they're just in little old Argentina. Maybe we just have to come to terms with the fact that Argentina might be quite good now.
Yeah, I mean that. And
I'm happy to do that. I'm not stoked about it, but I'm happy to do that. Geez, they're pesty though, aren't they? I feel like within about 20 seconds of the highlights package that I was watching, there was a few handbags being thrown.
Yeah, they
got in there. And then was Rico on centres?
Rico was on the wing.
He was. Actually. So
there was one point where Rico was on the left wing, and then inside of him on the inside centre going left was Severis. So I don't know what they were both doing over.
Right. Okay.
Over that side.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back, here we go. So they first beat us in 2020.
2020 was the first time they beat us. Okay.
They beat us in 2020.
COVID. That's COVID.
Yep. Asterisk on that. And then they beat us again in 2022. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I remember clearly, I think. Because that's when Mateta was playing for the Crusaders or something. He was playing for the Crusaders a couple of years ago, and I remember him beating the All Blacks.
He always seems to get you always think he's going to be friendly towards us.
Fuck no.
But he fucking seems to really
hate us.
hate us when he I guess he's passionate about his team. So that was 20, and then where we got bloody. Must be bloody exciting for people.
No,
Argentina. They beat us in Wellington. That's right. Yeah, 2024.
Oh.
There we go. And then they've beaten us on the weekend. So that's 4 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of 41, did you say?
Yeah, but since 2020, that's 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 4 times out of 12.
Oh, so it's not great, is it?
No. Then, considering that it took us till 2020 before they first beat us.
Yes.
And now they're sort of running a 33% on us.
And then the other half of the Rugby Championship.
Yeah, that was exciting for people as I slowly looked up the results of games that I should have known.
No, that's what we do here. This is good. This is how we fill out the hour.
Like it fucking nose is the end of my glass is the end of my nose, like some beaver.
No.
Yeah, right, okay.
I think it might have been,
Yeah.
South Africa, they beat Australia. And maybe,
so what does it mean for South Africa in 2 weeks at Eden Park? So they got walloped by the Wallabies.
Yes.
And then they came back, beat the Wallabies. Yeah. You don't hear that much, do you? Walloped by the Wallabies.
No, but I want to hear it more.
And then we beat, we beat Los Pumas, but kind of unconvincingly in a way, in the way that we look at the All Blacks.
Yes.
And then we lose to them and we look really lame under the high ball and a bunch of things that we'll have to be really good at against South Africa.
South Africans love that high ball.
Love the high ball. And then we've also got muscled off the ball quite a bit as well, and our Lucy's didn't look great, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
And so we're coming to Eden Park in 2 weeks by South Africa, so where do we sit?
I don't know.
Are we
where
scared?
We sit. I mean, if we're going to look at it with a glass half full approach, it means that at least every game of the remaining Rugby Championship is going to be hella exciting.
Yeah.
Because
I couldn't be more excited about what's going to happen at Eden Park. Got my tickets.
anyone could beat anyone, but it would be an absolute disaster if South Africa got the win at Eden Park.
Yeah. I mean, that would be...
What do we do?
What do we do?
As a nation, what do we do?
Do we all strip ourselves naked, the whole nation, and smear ourselves in feces and then just run around for a whole day?
Yeah. It feels a little bit like we need a factory reset as a nation if we do get beaten by South Africa at Eden Park.
Do you think if we're losing that game in the last 10 minutes, G-Lane hires a plane and just flower bombs Eden Park?
I think that's the least he could do to make up for
to
some of the crimes.
cancel the game? Like,
that's good.
So they can't beat us?
Yeah.
Is it some kind of homage to that initial Springbok tour? Yeah, right.
Because it's the record, because, obviously, they beat us in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
Obviously. I can't really remember that. It was early in the day, a lot of mimosas, leading into a lot of beers, leading into a humiliating second half of the day for me that
I think we might have
my
had
kids
more
saw me
night.
in a sort of Michael Hasselhoff type state trying to eat burgers and chips on the floor. It was not good.
No.
But anyway...
a lot like you're not supposed to see your dad in a bike helmet. You're not really supposed to see your father in a state like that.
No, you're not.
And they're not going to unsee that.
No, they're not going to unsee that. They will never respect me fully again. But it's kind of, for some reason right now, and like this might be a full-on take, but I feel like losing at Eden Park and losing that whole sort of Eden Park fortress thing might be quite emotionally damaging as well.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I think it might be really emotionally damaging.
I think the issue you also had that night when you were found in a Hasselhoff-like state by your kids eating that burger was that I think there was a game of cricket going on overnight, so you would have just executed an all-nighter.
Yes.
And then rolled into that Sydney.
Yes.
No, I was in Sydney. I don't know why I keep saying it was in Sydney.
Yeah.
I was watching it from Sydney, that All Blacks, South Africa.
Yeah.
Test.
And then we rolled into Pragos.
Oh, it was Pragos, was it?
Pragos after watching the rugby in the morning.
Yeah, a couple of Peronis.
Spooge got marched from Pragos. I've never seen anyone get marched from Pragos before, but he got red carded from Pragos.
Who does the marching at Pragos?
They do it very politely.
Yeah, they would.
They do. They don't actually march the person. They come to the offer at the table. It was me, and sort of said, "Hey, you guys we're cutting your guy off. It'll probably be a bit better if you order an Uber." They don't march. It's not like a, like you were doing a rural Canterbury bar where the security would just beat the shit out of you, throw you out,
grab you by the back of the belt, and just hiff you out.
Yeah.
We had your leaving do for Radio Hariki at Pragos, and they should have marched all of us at that stage. They should have, yeah. That was a time that we should have been marched, and we weren't.
But at that point, they were just watching the till just tick up at such an insane rate. It was like, it was like that one pokies, just the amount of money that was coming through that bar on my Hariki going away. There was so much money going in.
And a question that I already know the answer to was...
Should we do another round of 50 espresso martinis? Sure. There's still about 25 undrunken on the table, but we'll go for that. And then another round of shots, everyone. And then just keep those Peronis coming.
Yep. That's why we weren't marched. And the question that I do already know the answer to was Spooge rightfully marched at Pragos that morning?
Well, he was asleep in his fish of the day, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can't have someone with a face down in the fish of the day.
No,
it's a hazard, isn't it?
The market fish.
That is fair.
He could die.
He could die.
That market fish and risotto there, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. You know what would help us secure the win at Eden Park is perhaps Lima Sopoaga. I don't know if you saw what he did over the weekend, but again, he closes out a hell of an NPC fixture by winning the Shield. Listen to this.
He nails this kick 9 times out of 10 usually. Ball's fallen over.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
I'll give him time. 10 seconds. Give me a kick.
He's got to hurry. Oh, the drama. Oh, the pressure. Here's Sopoaga going for the kick. He's got it. That's full time. Waikato have it. Waikato kick it out. Waikato win the Shield.
It's a hell of a game.
Wow.
Yeah, if you missed it, the reason that there was a bit of extra fodder in there is because the ball fell off the tee, and of course now with the shot clock,
that
adds a hell of a lot of pressure. It was a pretty easy kick. I think that's fair to say. You'd expect him to hit it, but it was probably from the beaver spot a little bit closer, just off to the left.
Yeah, right. But like...
And I believe he's 38, is that right? I might be making that up. I heard someone say that, and I think now that I have said that might be dangerously disrespectful. But post-game, he was on Insta waving their shield around. Happy days. 23,
yeah, how
22.
good. But you'd feel like you could get a legitimate clock reset if it falls off the tee, right?
It feels like you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because why did they introduce it? Because people were just pissing around.
Pissing around ever since Grant Fox decided to take 2.5, 3 working days before he kicked the ball. It was just getting further and further out, and then people have their Johnny Wilkinson routines, and they've got their creepy smiles, and there's just a whole lot of faffing around that needed to be shut down.
Did we ever find out why Johnny Wilkinson was so arse out focused?
I don't know.
Because I know we all picture it.
Praying with your ass out. Yeah.
It was just a bit unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because praying with the closed fists up by the gob and then the arse out.
Yeah.
He was
I
ahead of his time.
guess there's a lot of arse in a kick.
You know, when no one else is doing it, you do wonder why.
Yeah.
You would.
Is there a lot of other people employing the Damien McKenzie smile?
No, that's another good one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
The problem is, it's
just
it's not like
mate.
bowling. When you have some success with something, you'll start doing it, and then next thing you know, you've got a little funny little hop, or like some people have a little turn before they bowl. There's all these kind of things that just become in their mindset, and it gets in there, and then you can't get it out. You have like some pitchers that do weird crabby shit that's humiliating.
That's right.
Yeah, you go, well, maybe you could stop doing that, and they go, well, I can't because I've had some success doing it before.
We're about to take a break, but before we do, we'll just focus really quickly on the first game of the Black Ferns in the Women's Rugby World Cup. They absolutely pumped Spain, 54-8. A couple of injuries, which is not ideal, but like I said, we'll come back to that tournament a little bit later on.
A lot of women play rugby in Spain?
Not a lot. We were talking about this last week with Manaya. No, not a lot of women are playing rugby in Spain, but apparently the first 20 minutes was a little bit more competitive than it maybe should have been.
Right. I see. Well, we're all expecting it to be a showdown between us and the English at the end, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Twix.
Yeah. So that was that fixture. All right, let's take a break and we'll come back and chat a bit of Wires. Okay, the Wires getting up over their bogey team. The Titans 32 points to 18. I was nervous. Again, I did not watch it across the weekend, but it pretty much secures us in the top 4 position. Things would have to go wrong next weekend for us if we were to slip out of those top 4. There's a couple of teams behind us on 2 points less. I believe it's the Sharks and the Broncos, and then the Panthers had a loss Friday night, I think, and then that means that they're on 31 points, so they probably won't slip into the top 4, but that's that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost the end of the season.
Well, incredibly, and also, the absolute despair from about 3 weeks ago is sort of dissipated a little bit. But the thing is, you've got to beat typical Warriors, losing to the Titans last time.
Yeah.
The one they needed, and we're like, oh, God, they lost to the Titans. Titans had a fantastic game. But then just getting it done on the Goldie, how good?
Yeah, get in.
So get in there. So that's bloody good. So, and that means you get a home first game.
Jeez, I'm having an absolute nightmare.
Playoffs, don't you? So
my headphones. Yeah.
So there'll be absolute scenes.
There will be absolute scenes. I was asked by my girlfriend over the weekend, what happens if the Wires make it to the final? Will they have a grand final at Go Media Stadium? And I answered yes. That is right, isn't it? That would happen.
It could happen, right?
No.
It can't happen.
It can't happen.
No, the grand final will always be in Sydney.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, it's always in Sydney.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
They can get a home semi, I think it is.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, that was what I meant to say. Yeah.
So definitely, they'll get. It's funny because Warriors fans don't really know this that much, because I'm talking 2011 here.
We never get there.
But they definitely get. If the top 4, they definitely get one at home in the playoffs. So that's
okay.
Yeah, if they're 4th, they'll play away.
Yep.
In their first one, but they get an extra week.
Yeah.
Another life. Then you will play a home final game against one of the lower 5 to 8 teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So there are a few spots still maybe potentially to be nabbed off us in that top 4 if results go, anti our way next week. But that's pretty much secured. Any comments on that game? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it fine?
Yeah. It was good.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all very I'm interviewing Cameron George on a state event tomorrow, right?
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking,
what are you thinking of asking him? Be careful.
Yeah, it's one of those corporate events where I think probably a lot of the questions have already been assigned corporately.
Oh, that's all right. That makes your job easier.
But I was thinking how intense it must be to be him watching a Warriors game.
Yeah.
How I can't almost stand it. It must be to actually have skin in the game. It must be quite freaking.
Yeah, because quite often when the 60th minute hits, I'll stand up and go, "Fuck this shit." Imagine what it's like for him.
Yeah.
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 Imagine seeing like a player drop a ball and be like, I want that person removed.
Yeah, I actually have the power. Like I have no. When I watch sports teams,
you got no power.
I've got no power.
I can't do shit.
Imagine having power.
Yeah.
You hear that in the IPL where there's like members of the family, like the wife of the owner will have power.
Yeah.
And someone was telling me that they gave out watches one week. A team got given these really expensive watches one week. I don't know, Omega or something. Yeah. Really nice watches. Everyone on the team after a win. And then they lost. And then a member of the family, not even the guy that owned the team, came in and took all the watches back. So they're watching, they lose, they get angry, and they enact some kind of revenge on the players. Like, you could do that if you're the big boss. You just go in and go, you know what? I'm removing the hot water function from the showers because screw you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
There goes the vending machine.
Yeah.
Unlucky. So I don't. If we had won those last few games, I'd hate to think where we might be sitting.
Yeah.
I haven't done the maths, but it might be right up in there in amongst the top two if I have done my quick maths correctly. Anyway, that's enough.
That's one thing I miss from the only thing I miss from the Hauraki breakfast is Ruda's math.
It's already done for you.
His Wah's math over a few years has made me a complete watard where I don't know. You know, I just waited for him on a Monday morning to explain exactly what needs to happen and where it goes and Wah's math. You know.
Yeah. Watard. Just to conclude on, what am I reading here? Oh, yes, the Versus podcast series. We've wrapped that up. I don't know, of course, Matty, you were involved with the baseball one. I don't know if you caught the other ones, but it was a hell of a series. It was brought to us by Bonds Chafe-Off Undies. It was 4 podcasts brought to you by Mike Lane, Dylan Cleaver, and then a random guest. The first one was Jeremy Wells. Another one was Paul Stewart Ford. Another one was yourself. And I can't remember who the last one was, but I don't.
Piney.
Oh, it was Piney. That's right, in the footy one. We asked the Caravan, of course, our Facebook page, where in which you can, go and get amongst and be involved with all things ACC if you'd like to do so. We were asking what topics we should cover next. And a few suggestions have come in. The Warriors versus NRL referees. Oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
Get a good whinge on about that.
Senna versus Prost.
That would be a good one.
Who's that? What is that?
Well, that's Senna is the arguably the greatest F1 driver of all time. I'd say Max Verstappen, but Senna. And they had a massive bitter rivalry. You should watch the series Senna actually on. On Netflix.
Yeah, you sold it to me.
Yeah,
Celtics Rangers.
Ayrton Senna. Just it's funny how people get angry now about the way Max Verstappen behaves, but back then, like Ayrton Senna,
a bit of a grubby burn,
psycho.
Yeah,
but just awesome. Horrible. Died horribly.
People also recommending Springbok All Blacks, Hadley Lilly. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. Tiger versus Mickelson. Yeah, that would be hella good. G-Lane versus the Curse of G-Lane. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Where did that start? How it's
O.J. Simpson versus the LAPD. That would be...
Yeah, fascinating.
That'd be quite good. Yeah. Peter Plumley Walker versus Renee Chignall.
Yeah, that's another great one. Yeah,
I'd back that one.
Yeah. America's Cup, Dennis Conner versus New Zealand. Black Caps versus Super Rovers. You know, we're not going to do that one. But again, I think we are going to bring back that series at some point. So if you do want to go and comment on that post, just like the
what about
on Facebook.
The New Zealand public versus Fozzie? Because that would have been a really interesting one. Because now you see, we all like Razor's going to come in and you go, oh, maybe it's quite a hard job these days.
Oh yeah,
to be the coach of the All Blacks. Maybe it was easier in the Steve Hansen, bloody Graham Henry days.
We had Muppet songs. We were like, after
every
loss.
Fuck, we're so mean, eh?
We just lost our freaking minds to Fozzie, but we kind of forget how many greatest ever players retired.
Yeah, well, in our defence, that is our defence, that unfortunately Sir Graham and Steve, they were around at a time where our players just happened to be the best in the world.
Yeah, you just happened to have just... as they say, shitting Mona Lisas. Like there was just players everywhere. There was just genius everywhere. And then not so much. Do we feel a little bit of shame of the way we treated Fossey?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I feel a
I
lot
do
of,
every day. I feel it.
I don't.
You don't. No, Joe's
No,
ruthless.
Joe doesn't feel anything.
He doesn't. He's got no emotions at all unless it comes to his cats.
You feel
KJ and Hockey.
Yeah. No, Cage is his partner, I think. I feel so much shame about that. It's a similar shame to what I feel about my actions in high school.
Yeah, I feel
it's a similar kind of guilt.
Yeah, I think we were bad people,
I think we were as well.
and I think we deserve to die for it. No, it's too much.
Yeah, let's take a break and come back with a couple of yours, please.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh, yeah, there's a microphone button on your iHeartradio app. If you'd like to push that, you can record a 30-second voice memo and send it our way. We'll hopefully get around to it at some point, hopefully on the day of you sending it. But if we don't, we'll get to it during the Yours Please Omnibus. If you don't have the iHeartradio app, just send it via the Instagram app and we'll get to it as well. But anyway, first one, Yours Please.
G'day boys, it's the South Waikato Steamroller coming to you live from the dairy shed in Tokoroa. Fresh off the mighty Mooloos reclaiming the shield, bringing it back home where it always belonged. Lima Sopoaga is Waikato's favourite son. How fucking good. Fuck you, Taranaki. Up the Mooloos.
Was that a real shed, or that was he playing? Did he search, dairy ambience on YouTube? Because at one point there was like, that's actually.
It sounded like he had one of those sticks, you turn upside down, it goes.
That was actually recorded in a Herne Bay cafe.
I've done Lima Sopoaga so dirty on this podcast. He's actually only 34 years old. He was born in 1991, so that clears that up.
Are we still calling him Soapy Wanger, or have we grown up since then?
I think bring it back.
Bring it back?
I don't mind Soapy Wanga.
So low-hanging fruit.
Soapy Wanger, from dick pic to Soapy Wanger.
Yeah.
It was, and then Eyebrows Fekitoa. They really had a quite sexual backline, the Highlanders.
I'm still angry at G-Lane for an incident when we were at a function, and I'm just walking through, and G-Lane pulls me over to Malachi Fekitoa, and he goes, "This guy's been calling you Eyebrows Fekitoa. He thinks your eyebrows are funny."
Yeah, no.
And like G-Lane said it at 20PS, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, what's going on here, mate?
What?
Are we friends?
He said, did you come up with the nickname Eyebrows Fekitoa or not? And Eyebrows Fekitoa is like, why are you calling me Eyebrows Fekitoa? And I don't know. You've got great eyebrows, mate. Great eyebrows.
And I got to be honest, I never thought I'd stand across from you in a function in a situation like this.
And then I just happened to be at Honolulu Airport about a month later. And then I see Eyebrows Fekitoa walk through with his manager.
You didn't say hi eyebrows, did you?
No, but Eyebrows Fekitoa just gave me the cold shoulder.
He gave you the eyebrows.
He gave me the stink brows. He just walked past.
Wow, okay.
And
have you
I was a big fan of Eyebrows Fekitoa.
No, we all are.
Good looking man.
Oh, shit, yeah. But
lots of great parts to him.
G-Lane always does that kind of thing, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Ben O'Keefe.
He did the exact same thing with Ben O'Keefe, in which we saw him. Where were we? Was it the Day in Lieu? The Hauraki Day in Lieu? Yeah, Day in Lieu number 3 or whatever it was. And Ben O'Keefe came in, and I was chatting to him about the fact that he won us the Super Rugby Shield. But he comes in and just immediately throws you under a bus. I can't even remember what he said. I've tried to remember.
This is Mash. He calls you Ben O'Keefe would probably be his opening.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And I was like, G-Lane, it's you.
Yeah, mate.
It's you that does it.
And we didn't really have to bring it up, brother.
Yeah.
It's kind of where my head's at.
That was my whole thing with the Eyebrows Fekitoa thing.
We're having a cuppa.
It wasn't something on the top of the agenda that needed to be brought up right now at that event over a few beers at a swanky downtown Auckland venue centre.
I wonder what's going on in his head. Is he just on loop? Just Eyebrows Fekitoa, and he just can't get it. And
he's like, don't say it.
This guy here calls you Eyebrows Fekitoa. I think that is what happens. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, and well done, Lima Sopoaga. Next one, yours, please.
G-Lane, Makoni, Southland is coming for that fucking shield. And you Mooloos have to sit there and watch us as we take it from you and do terrible, horrible things to it. Horrible, unspeakable things. Then we'll lose it to Canterbury the following week because that's just how things roll, and we don't beat fucking Canterbury anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck those cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's aggressive.
That's good. But
Shit,
I mean
those
that
kids in the
that is smart, isn't it?
Yeah, it is smart.
So you know that Canterbury's going to take it off you. The entire history of the South Island is Canterbury taking it back off people that deserve it better human beings. So you want to get as much DNA on that bad boy as you can before you hand that back.
Oh, that's a good point.
Before that's taken off you,
Make the most of that thing.
You want to get everything on there. You want to get whatever the disease is from the the Last of Us on there.
Yeah. What is that disease?
I don't know.
Ooh.
You want to cover it in everything you got.
So I'm just trying to have a look at what this. Oh, the next.
So when
weeks
G-Lane,
are,
to
I
just
can
go back to
figure out where
G-Lane,
the
put his
shield's
balls
gonna
on the what was
Chapel
that?
Hadley.
It was a Chapel Hadley.
Yeah, was it a Verdonk or did he just rest his balls on it?
He put his balls on it, and his idea was that Steve Smith would have to kiss it.
Oh,
unfortunately,
I see the
Brendan
logic.
McCullum did.
we won, and then Brendan McCullum ended up kissing the trophy where G-Lane's balls had been.
Yeah, okay.
So you got to be careful because you.
You do have to be careful.
No, but if you soil the Ranfurly Shield and then you keep it,
Oh.
you know what's on there,
Right,
so
I
you
see your
can
point.
get out the Mr. Muscle and give it a
Yeah.
bit of a wipe down before your celebrations. You know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But I imagine G-Lane didn't go back in after we won with the Mr. Muscle and clean
He was
it down
running. He
before
was
Brendan
screaming
McCullum
across
kissed
the
it.
field with a Chuck's multi cloth and some spray and white, but he didn't
There's
get there.
no
until-
best stop.
He was stopped by security.
Okay, next one, yours, please.
International rugby's in the toilet. Nobody's playing their best code when the average fan has to have a rule book out every 2 minutes, and you're a ball cunt.
Right. Yeah. So the other day, bloody Joe Jury texts me and he says Murray Deaker's in the building. Have you got a plunger? But we don't have plungers handy for the Murray Deaker challenge.
No.
Because I've seen him twice now and I have been nowhere near a plunger to perfect the Murray Deaker challenge.
I think we need to invest in one.
Yeah.
It needs to go up in your studio because
you got to be careful.
You'll
here,
see him.
fellas. You got to be careful.
There's gotta be one-
because I know it sounds like a good idea. I fucking know it sounds like a good idea. But if it came to it, are you willing to take that plunger
And put it and stick it to the top of Murray Deaker's head.
Are you willing to take the plunge?
Yeah, the Murray Deaker
Are
plunge.
you willing to take the plunge?
Well, what if we say it's for charity?
Yep, I'm open to that.
If
Like what charity?
I don't know, Movember.
Yeah,
we-
Movember
if
will be
we-
stoked with that.
Alopecia?
Yeah, that's an option as well.
I always pictured that I'd run into him in the plumbing aisle at Bunnings, and then
everything-
I'd have
oh
my
my
choice
God.
of
That's
choice
right.
of
It's
plungers.
a solar eclipse at that point. If Murray Deaker
if I'm ever-
and a
yeah.
plunger come into your line of sight
yeah.
at the same time, then you've got to do it.
If I'm ever in that alley, if I'm ever in that aisle, then I'd have to do it.
Good for
I
you,
promise
man.
I'd-
I also promise that if I'm ever in the Bunnings plunger aisle and I run into Murray Deaker, I'll take one of those plungers and play and plunge him.
I was listening to Sav this morning. You know Sav?
Yeah, I know Sav.
You know Sav?
From One News?
Yep.
Where's he broadcasting at this time of the day?
Oh, he's a bit of News Talk ZB.
Nice.
Anyway, he was just talking about the problem with international rugby, and it's like he was just like you have 15 players right across the field, and these 2 have been yellow carded.
Yes.
And it's just bang, 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 and they never go wide.
Yep.
And they just spread out across the field, bang, 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 penalty. It's like pick and go.
Yeah.
There's no. Whereas you got, it's Uppergate League at the moment, which is just so attacking.
It is.
And I think that's a problem. Do we need to get rid of both wingers?
And then maybe. Well,
Who would you get rid of if you wanted to cut it down to 13 players? Who would you get rid of? Would you get rid of the flankers, wingers?
Well, I mean, you'd want to get rid of perhaps the flankers, but the wingers is probably the right option. Well, I mean, you see the South Africans playing free-flowing rugby last week, and then they look good, and then all of a sudden they
you
just
get
got
punished for it. You get
punished
absolutely
for it
punished for it
because not both teams are willing to play free-flowing rugby.
So I'm just trying to think that'd be a question that I won't hear the answer to because I won't be here tomorrow. But that's a question out for the listenership of the Agenda podcast.
Well,
if you were
I'll
going to
pass on
remove two players,
Yep.
2 positions, 2 numbers from rugby union, what would they be? It's not just bang, 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 and there's more gaps.
That's a good question.
Or should there be a touch and another rule? There's always another rule, but you can only pick and go 3 times, and you got to go wide or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know 18 phases of picking and going is not fun for anyone. Okay, next one, yours, please.
That's
Is
good
it
stuff.
true that is a tribute song to Buck Shelford after always going blind back in the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well
Always
noticed.
going blind. Yeah.
Next one. Jules, please.
Fucking, this thing fucking, no, we're just sitting around the fire here, you know.
Yeah, you're away, mate.
Trying to stay up the fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and watch the fucking South African game, which is currently fucking 2 AM. Fucking, what do you reckon, Bugger Sugar? How we getting on here?
I know, got to put a couple fucking bets on the South Africa-Aussie game. Aussies all the way, fucking backing them hard. Sitting around the fire while she's burning fucking nice and fucking hot, eh?
Yeah, well, fucking South Africa 13 plus really, I reckon, you know, easy.
There you go. Well, when did that come in?
Yeah, big night for the fellas.
Was that a butt dial? Have they butt?
Well, the
Talk
only
back.
reason I'm saying that it wasn't a butt dial is because the first 5 seconds was, is this working? All right, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
Was
It's
it-
really old school. It's like, is this working? Is this thing working?
Did I hear the phrase booger sugar being thrown around in there?
Yeah.
I think I might have. And
Listen-
then the South Africans, and then a couple of bets on. I wonder if they hit those bets.
It came in at 1:52 a.m. Sunday morning.
Love it.
Right.
Sitting around the fire.
Yeah, right.
Was it a couple of fellas talking, or was it just one guy talking?
It was sort of a Gollum situation, I think. It was like...
Oh, you think it was one guy, but
One
two
guy,
personalities?
but two personalities, yeah.
Yeah, no, that is what that was. His alter ego was trying to put a couple of bets on and have a bit of booger sugar, and he was just trying to get to bed.
Fuck, actually, can we listen to that again with that information now?
Now knowing that.
This is one person, two personalities, one wanting to do the right thing, one not wanting to. It's sort of a Gollum type situation.
Fucking, this thing fucking, we're just sitting around the fire here, you know. Fucking trying to stay up the fucking
happy
3
as.
o'clock in the fucking morning and watch the fucking South African game, which is currently fucking 2 AM. Fucking, what do you reckon, Bugger Sugar? How we getting on here?
I know, got to put a couple fucking bets on the South
Bugger
Africa-Aussie
sugar.
game.
There he is.
Aussies all the way, fucking backing them hard. Sitting around the fire while she's burning fucking nice and fucking hot, eh?
Yeah, well, fucking South Africa 13 plus really, I reckon, you know, easy.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Is
amazing.
Booger Sugar...
That's the other alter ego. Booger
Yeah.
Sugar is his Gollum.
Right, because when I first heard that, I thought the Booger Sugar was what they were
Partaking in.
partaking in.
Yeah.
But Booger Sugar is his other guy. Thanks for that feedback, guys.
Yeah, that was good. Was there a second part to that? It felt like there. I mean, I wonder because he was cut off there. I wonder how long that conversation went on. Do you think?
I just felt like they never really got to the crux of the matter.
I feel like that they might have still been, submitting a talk back at about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And then they realised, oh, hang on, we only got the
So
first
this is
kind of
still
30
working.
seconds
Yeah.
of that. Anyway,
Yeah, but is this working?
thanks for
And
your
then-
feedback,
Yeah.
you, listener, and your alter ego, Booger Sugar.
Yeah.
Do we have any more, Jojo? Is that it? No,
That's
that's
it.
us.
That's it from the weekend.
Thank you very much for those. If you do want to submit yours for later in the week, please get them through. Bit of a slow week this week, so do get in touch. Just that microphone button on the iHeartradio app or via our Instagram DMs. Matty Heath, what's on the News Talk ZB program this afternoon?
I've got no idea, actually. Maybe cops.
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 Oh, cops.
Training cocks.
Yeah, no, fair.
Like, are we training our cocks right?
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were a massive advocate for the pelvic floor back in the day.
Yeah.
So maybe you should take that. I mean, actually, the pelvic floor exercises is something that maybe the News Talk ZB listener could do with.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll be tuning in for that.
We're brought to you by Poo Well, so we're sorting that one out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Love you.
All right. Okay.
Love
Love you.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Are these even on these things?
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.